Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back.
Sorry, everyone.
What I actually want to show you is footage of the I suppose Matt as well now. Have you seen the footage of the crash at the Tour de France this year? So a woman music is very loud.
Also, tell us how Matt sounds. Sorry. I'm doing great today, guys.
Ray says y'all a bit quiet. Is that because of the music or because we're a bit quiet?
Probably the music. It'll catch up about now, hopefully.
Yeah, the music just dropped for me.
Okay, cool. Hello.
Now we can hear you. Nice.
Hi everybody.
Sorry, everybody. I always forget about the music.
Nice. We're professional strem.
Look, we're streaming in the middle of the week as opposed to...
Yeah. Hey everybody, it's good to see you all for this midweek stream that we're doing for how knows how long. I'm gonna pick up the conversation I was having with Amy in the background before we started. Also with Matt, because Matt is also here. Say hello, Matthew.
Hello, it's me. How are you doing?
Hey.
Hello, uwu.
Uwu.
Uwu, Amy, uwu.
And uwu to you, sir.
Gonna ask you, Matt, if you could very politely go jump off a bridge.
Yeah,
a very
absolutely.
high one.
I'll see you never.
I was saying to Amy, have you seen the footage of the crash at the Tour de France this year? To which Amy said, no. A woman held out a cardboard sign because of the camera, right? And she hit a person leading in the pack, right? And caused the largest crash in Tour de France history.
God.
Like literally something like 80% of the riders came off their bikes.
Oh
like,
my god,
the pileup
80%.
is absolutely enormous.
God.
Wow, what a cock up.
Yeah. It's so big a deal that she fled the country and there is an international manhunt chasing her out.
Oh my gosh.
Guys, does
Oh
the
my
visual look
God.
okay? Because somebody said it looks a bit pixely.
It looks okay to me.
Is it clear?
But that
I don't think it was deliberate. She didn't mean to knock anybody over, but she
wasn't thinking.
But she did deliberately hold her sign out onto the race course to get it on the camera.
Onto a busy road that everyone knew was going to be busy.
Yeah, well, and like she was holding it out. She made that decision about a meter from the pack.
Dumb.
So,
God.
you know, not
No,
super
don't do
smart.
that.
Alex is also here. He says everything's looking clear.
Nice.
Nice. Crikey. So that's kind of what that I have for the
Sorry,
at the
I'm just
moment.
finishing my tea and then I'll start doing some art.
Before we started the stream, me and Amy suggested that the way that we would come in to this stream would be to be silent and then just scream, "Third person, who are you?"
Well, okay.
Because we want to know. Well, we know who Kimberly is. We know who Ray is, right? We know Orca Morca. Who else do we know? Like we got our regs, who we recognize. So we're just wondering who third person was.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Wow, Amy, it's just tea. Okay. Anyway.
Pepsi in it though.
Oh, Everlasting Ray says that they are unknowable. I tell you what I do know about Ray. They're a bad bitch.
What?
Bad bitch.
We can't kill them. Oh, my apologies, Kimberly. It's Chimberly. How could I forget? We're just here this evening because Amy's gonna finish up the old.
I feel like that man who just like fell off his bike first is definitely dead.
I mean, probably. I wouldn't be so surprised. Now that they have to shave their legs and stuff before they start the race because they need to ensure maximum adhesion to any kind of like bandages or anything.
Wow.
That's how like bad the
Shit, really?
the
Oh, okay.
road
I thought that was
burns
something to do with like
Ow.
aerodynamics, but
no.
I don't suppose. Yeah.
They're gonna whip through the air real fast.
It's because they don't
Boil 'em
like
up.
the feeling of the wind through their leg hair.
I like that. That's why I grow my leg hair long.
Third person is also beyond comprehension, but also Welsh.
We will find out who you are.
So not
And made of turds, apparently.
not
I don't know.
entirely beyond comprehension. I think we might move to Wales one day.
Will we?
Well, maybe not you. Maybe I will. It's cheap there.
It's cheap, but it's very far away.
I mean, it is and it isn't, right? Like.
Okay, it's far away for an anxious person to drive.
Okay,
right?
it's far away for your family, who live in the east of England.
Yeah,
My
they live
family
2 towns over.
Are from Wessex, so it's not such a drive for me.
To be honest, I don't really talk to them much anyway, so I don't think they'd miss me.
Oh, Kimberly's brother used to do bike racing. Did he have the whole spandex thing, Kimberly?
Kimberly.
That any road burns could easily be cleaned. Oh. I've heard that to get like grit out of a wound, they would use a wire brush.
That
Ow.
is absolutely distressing.
I suppose if you're in already so much pain, you don't really feel it.
No, I think you do. Like, if
Yeah,
you
I
ever,
feel like you would.
yeah, like poked a bruise, you know?
Ugh, it's a bit more than poking a bruise.
Yeah, I know.
Crushed
But
wound
like,
as well.
that's
Let's
the
just
same
shred an
principle.
open wound, why don't we?
That's distressing.
I suppose it's for like a really severe case of, getting grit in the wound and.
Disgusting.
Okay. Sorry, I took this on a really weird turn.
Stupid white woman.
Human female.
Email. That's the thing that me and Jenny have been on about
Yeah.
today.
I read a tweet today that said, if you're a gamer, a guy gamer, please can you stop referring to women as females like you're a Ferengi, because it's disgusting. Nobody wants you to
weird.
do it. So basically all day I've been walking around going, human female. Like I'm caught from DS9.
Female.
Female. And it's just like, you try and say, oh, the males, but it doesn't really have the same energy, does it?
The men.
Everlasting Ray has a classmate who got a rock stuck in his knee, and then they just left it there. It's still there to this day.
Yo.
That doesn't sound good.
Breadman!
Breadman!
Hello.
Hey, can you turn them up for me?
I can.
You can?
Can't turn my
It's
laptop
right in my
on.
skull.
That's fine.
Yeah, they're as loud as they
Whoa.
come, I'm afraid.
Okay.
If you want, you can hop in the Discord call.
This code.
Hop in the
Discord.
disco,
If
Jenny.
you
Disco!
Mute
Oh, it did
yourself
it.
on your iPad,
Uh-huh.
you could just pop an headphone in.
That's fine. I don't have a connector for headphones that wouldn't make me deaf to you. So, my mother was in a car crash when I was very, very small.
Oh.
She's fine, by the way.
Yeah, she's fine. She broke her arm and they put some plates in there and stuff. But to this day, she still gets bits of glass from the window work their way out of her arm.
Ugh,
Fun.
Ugh.
I think you've told us that before, and it still grosses us out every time.
Yeah, it's still nightmare fuel. Yeah. So we should talk about something else, right?
Yeah.
That being,
How about we take a question from chat from Dragon's Bane? There's lots of exclamation marks and it says Alex question. It's all in caps lock.
Oh.
Did you have a hand in designing this dragon, considering the amount of belts on this design?
Trying to call Alex out there.
I was really confused for a minute, but I just read it in chat and I understand what they're saying. Look, don't call me out on my excessive belt usage when this is 100% Amy's doing.
it's me. I
Belts.
designed her.
It's me, Belts McGee.
Yeah. I had no hand in it. Me and Amy are both just...
Look, belts are
Absolute
really
belt
good
criminals.
for filling space, and they make the characters look less empty and far more detailed.
Yeah.
Also, if you're wearing a shit ton of plate armor, there's going to be straps everywhere. everywhere.
Yeah.
And if you've got to carry all those weapons, there's going to be straps all over you.
The Newt Newt Man has joined us.
Hello, Newt Newt Man. You've been here.
Hello, Newt Newt Man.
Newt Newt to you, sir.
I can't say that there's like an excessive amount of belts. Like it seems.
Yeah, like we're not rocking
It's proportionate to the amount of like plate armor that's there.
Yeah,
like that feels like a pretty good amount.
This isn't Final Fantasy. Like literally, isn't the woman in Final Fantasy 9 wearing over 9
a belt
belts?
dress?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. Never played it.
It's a weird looking dress.
Kimberly literally just said,
cool
"Is your belt usage
at the same
influenced by Square Enix?" Kimberly knows what's up. All Kingdom Hearts, yeah. Oh my gosh, Orca Morca is here.
Whoa, thank you, Orca.
50,
Thank you so much.
Orca bucks.
Oh, thank you so much.
I really love the art. Amy's art is just super striking. It has certain oomph with capitals. Oomph.
I'm right.
And I love it. Have some Orca bucks of appreciation.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Thank you,
Dude,
Morgan.
Orca Morca brings up an excellent point. We should all spend a hot minute now just appreciating Amy's art.
How about no?
It's so good. I love it.
Yes.
It makes me smile. It's a good time.
Yes.
Very, very good. Angular. Love it.
We were looking. We were like having a conversation with the Animators Guild, kind of a conversation thing, and we're like comparing our artwork from a couple years ago compared to now, and like I can say for certain I have improved greatly.
Yeah, man, doing it all the time.
Yeah, boy.
Man, I remember you did like the initial High Hopes guidebook for your final uni project. And it's so nice, like thinking back to that and then thinking on like the kind of stuff like that we all make nowadays, but like seeing you do this kind of character art, dude, and it's like, friggin' Amy's so good. Like
it's improved immensely. Like
it's so cool.
Considering how long I've been drawing people for, which isn't that long at all in the grand scheme of things, I think I'm doing all right.
Oh yeah, dude.
Great.
Freaking rapid. It's great.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And the whole chat seems to be in agreement. We got Everlasting Ray saying beautiful art. El Matheson, whose surname I can't pronounce, says Amy's art is amazing. Matheson.
No.
Race's growth is when you look back at your old art and just go, ugh. But I think that's actually just true of everything, right? Like if you don't, if you're not haunted by mistakes you made as a child, then what is the point of living?
God, so many mistakes as a teenager.
Yeah.
Like I just remember being a complete twat, thinking I was right all the time, and at that time thinking this is as good as it's gonna get. No, I was wrong because you were an absolute twat. I'm glad you know your place now.
I'm so excited for tomorrow.
Kiss.
Tomorrow. Oh yeah, shit, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. But speaking of art and art improvements, I'm so excited for tomorrow.
Why don't you just say what it is?
Yeah, I think we did on Saturday.
You did.
Tomorrow is the trailer for Chapter 3 of High Hopes Low Rolls.
Woo!
About fucking time.
Very exciting.
Take just a brief moment. Like we can pull back into this conversation, but like how the sort of internet culture has gotten me to have a skill that is the fake Vuvuzela pretty good air horn thing. Woo! Oh my god, that emoji, is that like default on the thing? That's so cute. The dab. I love it.
Whoa, can I dab like that person?
Can I
wow.
You can do it, Matt. Live your dreams.
Dab.
How do I do it?
I don't know.
Swing your arms around.
I'm not your dad.
Oh, you failed me.
Look, Matthew, I can do it too.
Somebody please inform this old man how to dab. How do you... Oh, wait, no, there's a goddamn button there.
Seeing you have a technological breakdown in real time is my favorite thing.
Welcome to Amy ASMR, where she burps into the microphone.
Hey, everybody should, if you haven't already, should go check out Helania's Monster Hunting Guide on Kickstarter, which is I think all of the art is Jess's, right?
I think so.
Which if you got $25, you can get a PDF of a fucking amazing looking like monsters, classes, items.
Oh, so cool.
There's so much cool stuff.
Ugh.
100% you should go check that out.
Yeah.
There are links in places on places like Twitter.
Just go to Jess Jackdaw's channel and look at his Kickstarter.
Go subscribe to Jess Jackdaw. As if anybody here doesn't know who that is.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know who Zebashu was until I had never even watched one of Z's videos before we joined the guild. And now I'm like ready to fight people on his behalf.
I know, literally.
I will defend him with my life.
They're all a good bunch and I really enjoy hanging out with them. A bunch of good eggs.
Oh, it's not a dab, it's an elbow cough? Is that what that... Oh, yeah, it is. Wow.
It is?
Yeah, if you tap on it, it says elbow cough.
Oh, I mean, wow. That is the preferred way that you cough.
Now I feel uninformed and shameful.
Yeah.
Everybody's having a tickled throat in the chat. Need to have a group cough.
Well, yeah, it sort of changes the mood.
All coughing. Everyone stop.
Everybody having a party to everybody's got the plague, do you know?
Well, we are currently in a panorama, so...
The plagueway.
Plagueway. Plaguage. Premium plag.
In this pandemic, we have the plaguage.
Get your premium plag today. Go outside without your mask. You'll catch it within 5 seconds.
So,
should we be telling people to...
No, don't fucking get the cove. Like,
the cove.
Stay home and be sensible. I believe
if
in
the
all
sarcasm wasn't 100% evident.
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Yeah, no, assume nothing on the internet, that's fair.
I've actually been thinking about getting a stack of pro-vaccine stickers printed so I can put them on the fucking... I mean, you guys, Alex, you must have seen these living in Brighton, right? But they're here in Worthing too, where people put propaganda stickers on like lampposts and stuff that say things like "your compliance is why we're not out of lockdown yet," or whatever.
No,
like, you know,
because you all keep going outside without your masks on, like absolute
Again, I'm sure we might have mentioned this on another stream previous, but like maybe the last time or the time before we all like actually met up in Brighton was coincidentally the same day as a massive anti-mask rally that like went directly under Brighton train station, and we were like, oh,
Stop it.
This isn't great.
Stop it.
Like,
so yeah, I would have loved some pro-vaccine stickers to just like slap down on their faces from a great height.
Sprinkle down on them.
I'm annoyed that I didn't manage to get to Brighton in time because I would have absolutely just shouted at them.
Oh my god, you would have been off the rails,
I would have
dude.
lost my mind.
Vaccines are safe and effective. You want to know what isn't? Me.
There's been like so many times in public, right? Especially when I'm like an angry teenager who's like going through the wrath of hormones, and like I'll see something I don't like and I'll be like really, really chill, and then like I'll just be like, you know, keeping composed. I'll be really angry on the inside, but I'm fine. I'll be in a car. It's always when I'm in a car for some reason. I'm in the passenger seat.
Because you're safe.
And it's just safer for everyone. Luckily, I have a seatbelt on and I'm enraged. I can't figure out how buttons work. Anyway, we were like, I was in a car with all my mates. This is when I used to own horses. We slowed down. We were letting these kids come past. They had a horse and cart and they weren't being very nice to the horse. And I was like, not my horse. There's a lot more of them than there is of me. We'll just go. I can't do much right now. It's out of my power. And then one of them said something, and instantly I just like fucking. Luckily, I had the seatbelt on. I clambered over the driver. I was like, "You want to fucking start?" I don't know what happened. And then the driver just like drove off really fast. I was like, "What are you doing?"
Amy, I know that on paper rage is a negative emotion, but your rage specifically sparks so much fucking joy. It's so good.
Vaccines, safe and effective since 1775. Amy Manning, dangerous and loud since 1994.
96.
96. Christ, you're a baby.
Shut up. I'm older than most. I'm 5 years away
You'd
from
rather
30.
be old.
Amy going full aggressive gremlin mode sounds absolutely terrifying.
It doesn't happen often.
It doesn't happen often, and that's why it is terrifying, because it really only happens when there's a legitimate reason. Like,
it has to really bother me in order for me to get to that point.
Yeah, especially like in public, right?
Yeah.
So that means that the person that Amy's like going off on is also definitely a person that would murder us if given the opportunity.
It's got a good radar for them.
Yeah, and I tend to find myself being like, you know, with one hand being like, okay, let's back away, and with the other hand being like, she's got a fucking point, mate.
It's been a long time since I've gotten like that. Yeah. I don't like getting like that because it's kind of embarrassing.
I wish I could get like that, Amy.
Matthew craves violence.
It's when I hate one thing that really makes me lose my temper is when people shout at me when they don't have to.
Yeah.
Like, there is absolutely no need to shout at me. If I'm doing something wrong, you can tell me in a well-mannered... You can tell me calmly, right? But as soon as you raise your voice, that's it. You're dead. I'm sorry. You're going to die. There's no other way. I can't control it. You're dead. There's a knife in your side. I'm sorry.
It seems like the embodiment of that fucking, like... there's one specific gif that people have made from Hot Fuzz where like Nick Frost's policeman is like loading his rifle while being like, shame.
Yeah.
Damn shame.
Pretty much.
It's a damn shame. I've got to shoot you in the face now.
Oh man, I cannot tell you the rows that me and my sister have had, because we're both exactly the same in the sense of like our tempers, and like she obviously is used to people backing down from her when she loses it, but I will not. I will go until I win. And like me and her are like full volume, like like everyone around us is hiding under a bench.
I have like such a minor like third-hand experience of this about the fridge that's under our porch stairs at the moment. And like just like sometimes I'll hear you talking to someone and I'll be like, oh, Amy's on the phone, and then I'll hear your sister and then the two of you are like, fucking come get the fridge.
It's just how we communicate.
Like,
definitely grew up in a healthy communicating household. Very good at talking to each other.
Oh yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I'll see you on Tuesday.
Very much used to like this is gonna sound awful, but like if I hear anyone walking past my bedroom door, doesn't matter where I am, I will get instinctively like ready to fight, because like not because like I would get like attacked or anything at home, but like often it would be like the door would slam open without knocking, and then someone would be like, "Where are the bowls?" And I'd be like, it'd be something like that, and I'd just be like ready to be defensive.
Up your ass.
What have you been asking for, Mum?
Why can't we view the D&D game, bruh? Why? I don't know if that's directed at us. That's because we don't want to.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's not how we do in this house.
You're seeing it in its current format.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
If you do want to see a version of us actually playing D&D, then TVTV, the one shot that we made, would be the place to go, because we did actually play a D&D game and we made it into a video, and you can all watch it, and it's pretty good.
You can see how we all sort of play D&D with each other, and I think we're quite funny.
It's definitely chaotic, so brace for that, but...
It gets more delirious as it goes on.
Yeah, I'll type it in the chat for y'all if you don't know the spelling. TVTV.
Also, like, our game includes more people than are in the Shrieking Wizard Co, and those people have lives that we both don't want to destroy.
They have actual, like, adult person jobs.
Yeah, but also it makes it hard to plan games. Like, we played a game yesterday for the first time in... Six months?
Yeah.
So that's not a watching schedule.
No, and also like not everyone has the equipment, and fucking editing that shit would take ages. And the way we play, we don't want to worry about changing the way we play in order to be coherent for other people, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like you're gonna get it through a story method in the way that we are presenting it right now, and trust me, it's far better that way.
Hell yeah. Plus, it's so cool being able to, at least we think so, or I think so, like, I'm not going to speak for all y'all in the audience, but it's so cool being able to, like, take the stuff we do at the game table that y'all don't see and turn it into, like, cool visuals and stuff, and
100%.
present it in, like, an extremely specifically fictional kind of way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's real fun.
Also,
cool.
like, everybody streams.
Yeah. And I feel like this is a far more interesting way to see it.
I feel like you have to do it. It's so easy to do stuff badly,
Yeah.
I don't actually watch a lot of live D&D because sessions are really long.
They're so long.
Yeah,
it takes so much
time commitment. But like the stuff that everybody's reaching for is Critical Role, right? Like the production value is so high.
Yeah.
It's very easy to fall short of that. So we're just not going to do it.
Yeah. Gabriel in the chat had a nice little comment here that says an occasional series of one-shots similar to TV would be cool, and actually that's something we've talked about before, isn't it? We actually really want to do that.
I've actually been thinking, I've got a couple of things sort of planned, semi-planned, that we are going to do at some point. It's just finding time.
Yeah,
at the moment.
We're extremely busy at
we're
the moment.
super swamped. When we can get to a point where we're a little bit ahead of ourselves, and we're going to start doing that again for sure. Like TVT is so much fun.
Yeah,
so much fun, dude.
Also have
it's so fun getting to make characters for like a specific one-shot setting, and then just like because it's just a one-shot, they're like ultimately like inconsequential maybe isn't the word I'm looking for, but like you're not so worried about like if you fuck up with them or if they die or something, because it's like it's a one-shot, it's a silly fun time. So you can really cut loose and get ridiculous, and it's great.
I'd absolutely love to introduce you all to Crepe. He is like just me.
So we actually have the last episode of TVTV, the finale that we didn't actually get to play the first time we did it. That is kind of ready to go. The audio is done. We just need the time to put the visual together. So that will be coming sometime, maybe in July.
Yeah, it's on its way.
And as part of the release of that, I'm actually working on a module so that you can, like, we're probably going to charge a couple of bucks for it because it's taken me a really long time to do it. But you'll be able to download a PDF like of a D&D module so that you can play TVTV with your friends. You'll have all of the stuff there. And I'm really excited for you guys to have that and to put that out. The Defeating Chief was so much fun. And Ollie's done some amazing like audio work on it. But in terms of like things that I'm sort of sketching out at the moment for us to do as one-shots, I'm going to run a test game with this at some point, so we're probably going to meet it on stream after we've played it once, but like Gobbos Do Crimes.
Oh my god.
And then something like Mad Max-esque.
I've already designed a character for that.
I also really want to do High Hopes Cyberpunk.
Ah, yeah.
Ooh.
Like take your characters and put them in the future world. I saw a video today of a drone flying over a building site somewhere in Eastern Europe that was shouting. It had a recorded message on it that was playing the "Remember to keep your distance and maintain COVID restrictions" message.
Oh God!
Through it.
We're living in the worst timeline.
Yeah, the end times are here.
This is the dark timeline.
This is the darkest time.
This is the bad place.
Jeffrey Bezos.
Oh my god.
Man, have any of us been able to get the Bo Burnham inside songs out of our heads yet?
Welcome
Absolutely
to
not.
the internet.
Definitely not.
For me,
Good,
it's
good.
been.
I'm 3 steps away from turning into that character.
Oh my god, I've literally been listening to.
From Welcome to the Internet specifically, or
Yeah.
Oh, what am I even? Jeffrey Bezos, the first one. I cannot stop listening because the scream at the end just sends me. It's so good. And then
Dude, literally listening to the Jeffrey Bezos song when that came up the first time I like watched the special, I wasn't sure if Jenny had seen it yet, but Jenny popped into my head immediately because of your palpable hatred for Chief Beef.
And then there's Problematic. That fucking song, I cannot stop listening
Dude,
to
that
it.
one slaps.
Oh, they're all
I love an
great,
80s track.
right? They're all
The fucking Aladdin
amazing.
costume.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
And they're all punctuated by just a huge amount of grief, right? Like almost in between every track, he's just like, I am so depressed. I'm
Yeah.
like, fucking me too, bro. Here we go.
He like basically just summarized how we're all feeling during this really shit time.
Yeah.
Like the world is fucking ending and we can't go outside and fix it. Like it sucks.
The way that that character laughs in the middle of Welcome to the Internet, like
Oh, it's good.
I was like, I felt like the world like fall away beneath me. I was just sitting on the sofa like, yes, here we go.
Yeah. God, the fucking
Take me
bit with
away,
Socko
Burnham
as
boy.
well. Oh, so distressing.
So take that as an official The Shrieking Wizard Co. Recommendation for Bo Burnham's Inside,
Very good.
Yeah.
which is poignant and funny and memorable
and harrowing.
Harrowing.
Yeah.
It speaks to the times.
Relatable. Yeah.
Our favourite flavour.
Feeling like a piece of shit.
That one is just an anthem for our generation, isn't it? Just like, fucking, how you doing, kiddo? I woke up, I feel like shit.
Haven't had a shower
what is a
in the
Zuma?
past 9 days.
That one scratches my brain so nice.
Right.
It sounds so good.
Because like Zuma,
Beth!
it's Zuma, right? It's in a way.
Beth, hello.
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 Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hiya.
What
Nice.
is? Oh my god, are you actually live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Did
I
you not
just-
realise?
No, I could just hear Matt yelling from the other room, and I wondered what you were doing.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't tell you. I like, yeah. It just fell into this. I don't know how we got
I
here, really.
asked what a
Hello.
Zuma
Hello,
was.
internet.
It's Gen Z.
Right.
It's a way to
I
refer
can't
to
even
a
see
person
that.
who's from Generation Z without saying you're a Gen Z,
I see.
right? Because we're millennials,
Yeah.
which is kind of works.
Well,
in
apparently,
the
I
grammar
don't
of
even
the
know
sentence.
which one I am because
I don't know. Does it matter?
Oh,
We are
Amy.
right on the cusp.
Yeah, me, you, and Alex fall like right in the crack, basically.
We're the generation of
Well,
VHS
you're
tapes, but
geriatric
also,
Zoomers.
like, internet depression.
I refuse to believe I'm a Gen Z.
We got a little bit of
I feel
both.
too old.
Yeah.
I've been through too much to be Gen Z.
Oh, this is Neon Vikings' first stream. Hiya, welcome.
Oh, nice. First stream. Welcome.
This sounds like I started baking, had a breakdown, bon appetit kind of vibe. Yeah, exactly.
And you
Dude.
are baking bread, aren't you?
I was gonna say, that's actually
Yeah.
Yeah,
quite
well,
relevant.
I'm baking it presently. It's rising at the moment. It's a flat bread,
There you
so
go.
It doesn't. The baking doesn't happen until probably 9 tonight.
We love a nighttime
there we
baking
go.
sesh.
I can actually see the chat now. Isn't that great? I'm finally there. Can you hear me okay? I'm on my headphones. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you
Sounds
sound
like
good.
garbage.
Fine, yeah. There's 70 people here.
Wow. I was going to say there's so many of you for a random midweek stream.
Yeah, we
Surprisingly better than we were expecting.
didn't think
Terra
any of
is
you would be
so
here.
vocal today. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the internet.
I realise why my chairs
Come
break
and
so
have a
quickly
look.
is because I lean backing them too much. Like, I'll just fucking, like, dick up the what's it called? The suspension, because I'm just, like, leaning around all over the place. And then I break a chair 5 minutes after owning it.
No, I'm looking at the lyrics to Welcome to the Internet because it's stuck in my head and I want to sing it.
I was gonna say, do you really need to look them up? Because they are like really ingrained in my brain now.
You know the lyrics to that show that are like firmly stuck in my head is the ones to Funny Feeling, because the guitar tab for that is available, and I was just like, well, it's in my head and now it needs to come out of my mouth, so I was like, I'm gonna learn the guitar.
I think every day this week, either Matt or me has walked into the room and been like, I've got this really specific line from one Bo Burnham song stuck in my head, and it just be one small part just loops.
It kind of gave me a headache, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Real case of the old
it really felt like he was in there, like, just, like, yeah, slapping some beats down and, like,
the
fucking sledgehammer against my head, yeah.
I can never remember the name of the song itself, but the one where everything's blue and he's like, got it good, now get inside, like that, but it goes down at the end of it, and like the way he modulates his voice so that it goes down is like, whoa, and it sounds really good in my brain.
Whoa.
Yeah. I can't remember the pitch of it.
Well, that was great.
What's the one where it sounds like he's live?
Yeah.
Is that the one?
And then he's like, it might be Put Your Hands Up.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. I don't think, is that actually what it's called?
I think so.
It might be.
Oh no, it might be All Eyes on Me.
Oh, that's
it's All Eyes on Me. That's it. I just had to get the thing up.
Oh yeah, and he starts screaming, doesn't he? Like, get the fuck up!
Yeah.
And chat, if you've not, I mean, I think everyone has at least listened to the album now.
I mean, I think anybody who watches our channel is probably in the same demographic as us, in which it's like, oh, you're sad and online? Here, have this. Watch Bo Burnham.
Welcome to the internet. Have a look around. Anything that any of yours can think of.
Did you look up the lyrics?
I did, yeah. Sorry, I'll stop
that Alex made a comic
I
about
think yes, we get copyrighted.
Minecraft men attacking his Tumblr inbox. And I retweeted that and I said a masterpiece for our time, but like when I did that sort of like facetiously, right, because the joke is that there are too many Minecraft men in this time period. Nobody wants to know about the cube men, do not tell us. But like Bo Burnham's inside.
Alex, you and your poor cube men.
I'm in pain. I'm in Spain without the S about these fucking cube men.
So funny.
In agony.
Man, I had to save. I keep saving your like Tumblr doodles because I'm like, I'll be able to use that again in the future. I'm certain of that.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The past couple of weeks of doodles have given me so much ammunition. You have no
I'm
idea.
glad. You sent like one particular edit of it to our like Facebook group chat, and it just had me cracking up.
Yeah, that was a very specific audience.
I saved the one as well with Gandalf and Thingy sitting next to each other, and I'm like, I don't know when I'm ever gonna need this, but I feel like one day it'll be really specific.
Yeah, somebody sent an ask basically that was like, "Gay wizard you are," and I just drew a picture of Yoda with a speech bubble coming out of his mouth talking to Gandalf, saying that.
Alex, your brain is so good.
It's so fast and it won't stop, and it's sometimes that's what the result is.
Oh, but it's so good. I love it.
Freewheeling like a runaway freight train.
Oh man, actually, there's people in this chat, so I can ask you. I'm probably gonna do a poll anyway. But what do you guys want to see us do on Saturday?
Miracle.
Miracle.
I have only just arrived, but I need to hear more about Alex's cube men. Pain without the S. Oh, pain. Right. Okay.
We'll do the poll and we'll put a pin in it, and we'll come back to that particular avenue of suffering. How about that?
I'm gonna do an actual poll, probably tomorrow or Friday. Is tomorrow Friday? Yeah, tomorrow or Friday. But what do you want us to do on Saturday? Because it feels like it's gonna be a Matt Beth special with maybe some extras.
That's us.
I don't know what to do. I just restarted my Animal Crossing island. Do you want to see it in its all sad and emptiness? We could do some art. We could do some games. I don't know. I've not really got any ideas.
You can do some
I
video
can draw
games.
some more dumb shit. I don't know.
Yeah. Stardew or something. TY.
Silence.
Silent.
The Meth Special. There you go. Someone
The
said
Meth
it. Someone
Special,
said
yeah.
the ship name.
It is the Meth Special.
The meth
Games.
Come and get your dose of meth.
I think the chat runs much slower than I'm speaking, or at least the one I'm watching. So I now just have to wait for it to filter in.
Daddy's made you some content.
So chat, tell us, how are you doing? Obviously, you can also tell us what you want to see us stream on Saturday.
How was your Wednesday?
Tell us about your week so far.
Wednesday?
If you've got questions or comments or whatever, let us know and we'll let's have a conversation.
Conversation.
Get Up Tom says, I love my island and I wish I could have another, but I don't want to erase my first one.
I said that too. I thought I would never replace my first island, and then I did.
I kind of just want to throw my current island in the bin, because every time I open Animal Crossing, instantly I'm just like, oh my god, and then I just turn it off again.
I feel like I did everything, and Nintendo don't seem to be updating it as much as they said that they were going to, and I was like, well, why not?
Yeah, I feel like everyone's Animal Crossing island, if they haven't restarted the game, is just a horrible, annoying reminder of the before times.
Yeah,
the before times.
I just wish there was more furniture.
Yeah, I seem to keep getting the same shit recycled. Like,
I have to fucking make that Bernie meme, like, almost once every 3 months, you know? I'm once again asking for more furniture on Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I was saying this to Matt earlier as well, like, even if, right, I don't want to pay for it, right, but it feels like a great opportunity for Nintendo to be like, here's a bunch of expansion packs, right? Yeah. This one is, like, add some new events in it. This one's just, like, a shit ton more furniture, right? Like, I don't want to pay for extras, but it feels like a stupid thing that they haven't done.
Yeah, because, like, EA put, like, there's like £50,000 worth of fucking crappy furniture expansion packs that you can buy for The Sims.
Yeah, why haven't they done a similar thing?
Literally, you can buy the entire contents of the IKEA catalogue like 20p at a time. Like,
because if the issue is like, we haven't got enough manpower to keep updating the game, then surely adding extra paid content would make that worthwhile.
Yeah.
But, Nintendo seems to be living on their own planet, so we'll see what happens.
This is fully off topic, but Orca in the chat has said that they're drawing along while trying not to break under the stress of their masters. Orca, you're doing a master's degree?
Wow. That's real big brain energy.
Damn.
Lord.
What are you doing here, buddy?
I considered a master's for a second. I was like, I barely got through the BA. I'm not doing a master's.
Jesus, we would die immediately.
I had considered a master's purely because I left university and I was like, what do I do now?
What did you say, Jenny?
I came very close to Googling where I could do because I had it under good assumption that you could do a master's in a year, which feels like
a lot of work.
Yes, but also only £9,000 as opposed to the sort of £27,000 or whatever that we'd be looking at if I did it over 3 years. To do a master's in creative writing, because then when I say I'm a writer, I'm not actually talking out my ass. I'll have an MA.
Have a piece of paper to slap at people.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the chat.
Oh man, congrats to Ray as well.
I just got recommended for a master's this morning.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Lordy.
Look at that big brain.
So much big brain energy in the chat.
Yeah.
All of the big brain energy is in the chat and none of it is in the call.
Not so fucking smart.
We had a real good meeting earlier, and since then my brain's just empty now.
Literally. We hung up from the meeting earlier and I just immediately melted.
Ray
Ben,
has to
you should
remember
play the
us when
banana
she's
cup.
like Prime Minister of Canada.
Yeah.
Are they
Think
Prime
of
Minister?
us.
Think of us when you're running Canada. Let's have a look. Kimberly hasn't been able to start work because I haven't been able to log in for 3 hours.
Ugh.
The worst.
Oh, gross.
That's just the worst. You're just sitting there in your chair, spinning around, just waiting for IT to fix the damn thing.
Just like, let me in.
For once, I actually wish to do the work. Let me in.
Alex, you have gifts stored in your head like flashcards, don't you?
Like I said, runaway freight train.
Spiraling Spoolie says, high hopes gender bend, maybe? I am curious. Well, we've infected somebody with welcome to the internet.
Come and have a look around.
Well, if Hashaan would look no different if
Hashaan turned smaller.
Oh yeah, Hashaan would be smaller and slightly squarer. Her face would be a little bit squarer.
We did actually have a very long conversation once with Liam about all of sort of Dragonborn culture.
How female Dragonborn are better.
But also then we basically bullied Liam into accepting our gender rage as the defining factor.
Sorry, Liam, the girls are in charge.
Yeah. Gabriel Skinner is having car trouble.
I mean, in nature, often the females are bigger.
Exactly.
Yeah,
because they got shit to get done.
Especially in like reptiles, like the kind of odd animals. Yeah. Like they're often
the
bigger,
weirdos like those Dragonborn.
Kimberly in the chat saying, can I just say how much I adore the most recent Among Us video? You can, Kimberly, because we adore it as well. Yeah. Like, Beth did such a good job with the edit.
So those are so fun to edit. I love it. And then I do it in like one fevered afternoon, and then I throw it into the void, and then 2 weeks later when it comes out, I'm like, look at that. It's kind of funny.
Jazz dreaming of cheese whilst Amy's trying to get her to
find my dead body.
Find her body is so funny. It's so good. You haven't watched it, go watch it, guys.
It's pretty spot on.
Also, Matt, I fully forgot that you like sussed me out immediately when I was the imposter, and like the clip from your POV of me like stopping in the hallway and you being like, "He's doing crimes." I was genuinely checking my map. I had a flashback. I was like, "Yeah, I stopped because I was genuinely. I may be the murderer, but I was genuinely checking my map."
The bit where Alex is like, I think it's like Matt and Phil were running away from each other or something, and then Alex just drifts in. He's like, making my way to New York City. Sent me.
Hey, Ray brought us a coffee. Oh. Thanks, Ray.
Oh, thank you.
That's so nice of you. You totally didn't have to do that. Thank you very much.
You.
Now you're gonna have to start saving that money up again so that you can go pay for your masters.
Hi, dude.
How exciting! Hey, Ray, what's your? I mean, you don't have to tell us this. I'm just curious. Because you don't have to tell us this because you'll be telling the 65 other people here. What's your subject? Tell us what you're...
What you doing a master's in?
Yeah, what you put in all your wisdom points.
What flavour of big brain are you? That was like a lot of weird ways to ask the same question. What flavour of brain are you? Great.
Man, I'm feeling sort of very sorry for people on the eastern seaboard, western seaboard of the United States of America at the moment. 112 Fahrenheit.
Oh, sticky.
I saw a picture today where the roads that aren't made of tarmac, where like the tarmac is like tiled kind of, like the tiles have expanded and now they're pushing each other up.
Oh my God.
So the roads are like mountainous.
Cracking.
Yeah. That's like terrifying. But we're not going to talk about that because the climate crisis and our climate anxiety is overwhelming, and if we talk about it, it'll be all we talk about. So
I will cry.
Yeah.
Here's an update from Ray. Apparently, the degree is mechanical engineering.
Whoa!
Which is humongo brain energy.
Actual big brain. Wow.
So smart.
Damn. Really building.
Thank you.
What are those?
Cat
emojis. How did you...
Happy Pride, everybody.
Oh, Kimberly. There it is. It's
Kimberly,
so slow for
that's
everyone else.
Sorry, a bit too speedy. I stole the fast internet.
Thanks so much, guys.
Oh, man, I was going to mention... was Jenny talking? I can't... Jenny's very quiet. If I speak over Jenny, I'm sorry. She's like pretty distant.
She's behind the mic.
I see. I was going to mention that it's like the end of Pride Month today.
Happy Pride Month.
Pride Month in the UK is kind of August, or that's at least when most of our events happen. So if we're going to do something, it's probably going to be then. I kind of wanted to be like, we didn't forget. We just celebrate it at a different
We
time.
didn't forget Pride. We're just British.
Yeah.
Also, we don't.
We're still gay. We
make
promise.
sure that we don't end up doing like what all the supermarkets do and just capitalise of it and forget what it's actually about, right? Like.
Yeah, if we don't have time to make sure that our Pride stuff is actually impactful to the community, and like not just like rainbow washing, then we can't do it, right? But also it is a little bit like how Mother's Day is on a different day.
Yeah.
And you're like panicked.
Oh my god, that
like,
freaked me out this year because I'm in a group chat with some pals from America, and they were like, "Oh, I've got a thing for Mother's Day this weekend," and I was like, "What?"
But
I am a bad son.
Like panicked.
Father's Day is the same day, isn't it?
Yeah, weirdly,
everywhere,
Father's Day is the same.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Condense the men. It's fine.
Condense them.
Condense them.
That makes them really dense, so that they're super heavy. They can't move.
How long are you guys planning to go today, or is it just you're going to draw until you're done?
Just until I'm done, so probably not too much longer.
Cool. It's a mini stream.
Yeah.
Just a little one.
For those of you who are joining us for the first time today, hello. We usually stream we do stream every Saturday, 7 p.m. British summertime or GMT, depending on daylight savings, until 9 p.m. And we do a variety of things. We draw, we play video games, and that's it. Those are the two things. It's always a good time though. There's always a fun to be had, and we're very grateful for you joining us.
There's always a singular fun to be had.
A singular fun. Everybody
I have
a hold of the
I have
fun.
a cue for the new people in the thing.
Oh?
Because I've seen a couple of new people that are like, "Oh, it's my first stream today." Is it your first stream today? Because this is a Wednesday.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah.
Like, do you normally miss the Saturday streams because you're busy 'cause it's a Saturday?
I think
because we've been toying around with like midweek streams, like the idea of doing midweek streams for ages, but we assumed that because most of our audience are American and it's like, in the middle of the week and you're at school or working or whatever, and that you'd all be busy, but it seems not so much.
I think that maybe Alex brought them with him.
Oh, Alex! What did Alex do?
I shared it on Twitter.
Did you?
I see.
And also, he's doing the speaky talking.
Whoa!
Whoa! What are you doing? Condense the men.
Indeed. No, it's just because I'm away.
So
yes, good. Wednesdays are easier for me. It's 4 a.m. here, so.
I have a dick ton of art I need to finish.
B&D on Saturdays.
We'll see how
mixed answer. It's summer, so school is done. I see. Man, you guys finished for school like really early.
I don't think they get as many half terms as we do. So
yeah,
like half
they
terms,
like compress it all at the end.
Yeah, half terms for us are like we'll get like a week off between terms, which is like I guess kind of like a semester. But terms are a lot shorter. I think they're similar.
Could you imagine not having like just a week to decompress every
Oh
now
my
and
god,
then?
I would have fucking died. I mean, I never went to school anyway, but
like if you had to go to school for 6 months straight.
Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't have gone at all.
I literally, I think only last week I heard that's how American schools run their shit. And Jesus Christ, they do not tell you about that in all of the American teen dramas.
And like having
like you guys get like a spring break and a Christmas break, right? Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Is that because that's stressful? I don't need that.
Yeah, that explains.
I mean, you do
why...
get like massive summers, but Christ.
True, but that explains why like the depiction of spring break is always that it's just batshit, because if that's your one release, I get it. Like that makes so much more sense with that context.
I often think to myself,
UK schools, if you're under 16, so if you're like a kid, you finish in like mid-July and then you get 6 weeks off, you go back in September. But we get terms are normally like 6 weeks long roughly, and then you get like a week in between.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't usually finish until the end of like July 2026, I think, is this year's end day.
It kind of varies a little bit, but
also having a like a teacher for a partner, like having like those weeks off in the middle is like bliss, right? Because like I actually get to see him. Summer break here is 2 months, I think. We go back and we finish end of July.
It's like 6 weeks.
Mid of September, and then we get a break. Half term. I don't know why we're talking about this. I don't know. I haven't been in school since 2009.
Damn, that's almost when I started school.
Yeah,
bro.
No, I know. We would not have.
As
been
you
friends.
get.
No.
Oh god, yeah.
I would have bullied.
As you get older, your summer holiday gets bigger, though. Like when you're 16 to, onwards, you start having. I think then you start doing summer holiday in June-ish. But yeah, it's all quite boring.
Man, I often think about, like, if I grew up in America, I would definitely be dead by now. There's no way. I would never have survived. Fucking healthcare system would have been enough. Like,
oh god.
I was gonna say a number of reasons actually. Like, yeah, bloody healthcare.
The guns.
The guns.
Hey, welcome to the dissing on America segment of the stream, your regularly scheduled portion.
It's fine. We can diss on the UK in a minute if you want.
Oh god,
our health secretary.
I mean, we're not perfect. Christ. Like,
did you guys see somebody put up like a full billboard of that?
Oh my god,
for
I
our
did.
American audience.
Alex,
oh my god, he sucks so much. But
yeah, no, they put up like the government billboard that's like, don't the one man's actions can
is this,
make issues for everyone, and then the picture was
is this
the one that went in the newspaper.
Called Led by Donkeys? Is the people?
I think so, yeah.
Man, they're so fucking cool. Yeah. We know is that like actually Matt Hancock's personal life, frankly, is none of our business. But like it takes like that has to be like the assassination of his career, because apparently mishandling a pandemic and killing 150,000 people is not enough to get him fired, right? And you have to force him to resign from being secretary, which means that he can still be an MP and still get £68,000 a year from the state in wages.
So there's not really any consequence for him.
No.
It's just less screen time.
Why would don't worry.
They're toastering really badly.
Wow.
Lads.
I think that's us. We just got the error, yeah. But yeah.
So there you go. We slagged off America a bit, slagged off the UK a bit. We're about even now.
It's all a bit shit.
I'm not gonna say his name because he's not a politician and he does not deserve our attention. He's just somebody who's saying shit to get attention to further his non-political career. Said that like if the NHS couldn't withstand a pandemic, then it didn't deserve to exist.
Oh, fuck you.
Right?
What?
As it and this is this person. So like
that makes no
he
sense.
believes that we should have a privatized health system like the United States does, which like you're entitled to believe that. You are wrong, but you are entitled to believe that. However, if the NHS could not withstand the pandemic, I don't see how looking across at America, where like a bunch of hospitals in New York literally collapsed under the weight of the pressure of the pandemic, is like, oh yeah, we should definitely be doing that.
The only reason the fucking NHS isn't coping is because it's so underfunded. The Tories are taking all of our fucking national insurance tax and spending it on themselves.
Yeah.
That's the
other problem with Matt Hancock.
Yeah, so in the UK, how we fund the NHS is through our Class 2 national insurance tax, which is taken off every month that we work, depending on how much you earn. Basically, it's supposed to go back into the public. It's meant to like go into the healthcare and everything we need. But no, the Tories pocket it and nick it for themselves, therefore leaving a lot of stuff underfunded, like the police. Like, not that the police are great, but the police would be better if they were better informed. Anyway, the NHS, fire departments, everything that is important is underfunded because our fucking government is greedy.
Greedy. It is greed, yeah.
And they hate poor people. Oh, it's getting political.
Yeah, boy. I think the one upside of...
But I love you all, and I will speak to you on Saturday.
Bye.
Oh, bye, Beth.
Yeah, it's not that Matt Hancock had an affair. It's the fact that he had an intimate relationship with a woman who was paid to make sure to smooth contracts with the government, right? Including the one that her brother currently holds.
Right.
Ugh.
Gross. All of it.
All of it's gross.
A bunch of bastards.
And now they're like, hey, if you're a CEO, you don't have to quarantine when you come into the UK because rich people are beneficial to the economy.
Sorry, it got a little bit political there. We're just very angry at how the world is being run right now.
Welcome to the stream, Jazzy TP. You came in at a great time.
At a good time. Yeah. Nowhere is perfect.
No.
Nowhere is perfect.
It's just annoying that, like...
It's just... What truly is annoying to me is how fucking hard the left has to work to be like, oh, well, like, we don't vote for Jeremy Corbyn because he's not really got the X factor. And we've got fucking Boris Johnson as the Prime Minister. Like, what the fuck?
We voted him in because he's got funny hair.
God, he's a toad. I hate him. I hate them all. I genuinely
He's a toad.
do.
JB. You say that about Toad.
That's very cruel to toads. Like, toads aren't, like, fucking lawful
Good,
evil, are they?
Boys.
Toads are just neutral.
Isn't toad a racial slur?
Is it?
I think so.
Fucking what?
Apparently. I heard it once, but I don't actually know.
Okay, well, I apologise for my accidental usage of toad. Well, I don't think it is, Amy.
I don't think it is. I don't know. I don't know.
Anyway,
oh dear.
How's everybody doing? Jenny's distant scream of rage. Yeah, it's always there. It's always inside me.
That's my secret, Cap. I'm always angry, but specifically at these.
Yeah. The problem is that, like, in the UK, there is one right-wing party, right? One party that is centre to right-wing that you could reasonably vote for, and that is the Conservatives. And then right at the very, very far end, you got the BNP, who barely exist anymore, thankfully. I mean, probably. I don't know.
Didn't they get dragged in because Theresa May was losing?
I don't know. No. That's the DUP.
Oh.
That's Northern Ireland. And then to the left, you've got the Liberal Democrats. You've got the Green Party. You've got Labour. You've got the SNP. You've got Plaid Cymru. I'll fuck that up. That's the Welsh National Party. Right, you've got like all of these options, which means that, like, if you're a right wing, even a little bit, what you've got to do is vote Conservative, and you're in the same party as the people who are, like, you know, the TERFs and the racists and the right.
Oh, just heads up. Matt says the Wizards North internet's doing a bit of a dump, so he's gonna dip out.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Slater, Matt.
Bye.
Bye, Wizards North. We'll see them. They'll be back on Saturday.
Yeah,
or
hopefully with
later,
less funky internet. Matt and Beth are going to be hosting the Saturday stream.
And then on the left, you've got to pick what brand of socialist you want to be. Like, and then that devolves into, like, well, are you socialist enough?
Ugh.
Right.
I just want everyone to have a fair fucking chance at living.
Like,
that's all I care
Keir
about.
Starmer can afford to buy his mother a £50,000 field for her donkey sanctuary charity, right? Is he socialist enough? Surely you don't deserve to be a socialist unless you're a poor person.
God. Just fucking give everyone a chance to live. Fucking stop hoarding all the money.
Yeah.
everyone deserves a roof over their head. Everyone deserves, like, at least 3 meals a day.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
Amy, I fully thought you were about to say everyone deserves at least £3 million, and I was like, you're right, and you should say it.
You're not wrong.
And healthcare isn't a privilege. It's not.
No, it's not. It's a human right.
It's a basic human right to be able to go to the doctor and be like, my leg's broken, can we fix it?
Mm-hmm. I am suffering.
Yeah.
Alleviate it. Yeah. The Amazon made 440 million euros in the European Union last year, and they did not pay a single cent of corporation tax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't,
Bezos.
They can't make their profit without driving on the roads that we pay for.
Mm-hmm.
How do we always end up here?
It's like we've all got a Tory-hating scream inside of us, and somehow this is the space that we've made in which to unleash it a little bit. But you know, hopefully, again, all of the Americans in the chat both don't mind and perhaps enjoy this insight into UK politics and how much we all hate it as residents of the UK.
Yeah, it's like this special brand of like British cronyism, right? Where like it's always been like that. Disgusting.
This isn't another comment on the Tories. This is a positive thing about the fucking state of like UK politics, whatever. But one commendable thing I think is on the side of the British public, in that as soon as anybody in the realm of politics, like the Prime Minister, Matt Hancock, whoever, all of these names that we have said this evening, as the second they fuck up and do something shitty, the entire British public is like writing a new football chant about how much of a twat they are.
It's just, the annoying thing is though, like, if it was a Labour representative or a Green representative who fucked up on such a level, they would be voted out instantly. There would be recall, you know, instantly. They'd be like, get them out.
The fucking difference in news coverage that for some reason we're still talking to Nigel Farage, who has never been an MP.
Oh,
ever.
He's such a twat.
Right, as if his opinions matter when literally he is being kept by a rich man, right? Like he's being paid, his existence is being paid for by somebody richer than him, which is pathetic. I say that as an artist who is being paid for by patrons. But like,
well, the difference is we're bringing joy.
I was going to say, to be fair, there is a difference.
I'm not using my platform to be like, oh, all foreigners must die.
Yeah.
Right.
You're not being a racist.
I'm not being a huge racist. Or just a massive twat, frankly. Yeah. But like why do we still keep asking Nigel Farage his opinion when Caroline Lucas is an actual MP, when the Green Party has had representation in Parliament for like the past decade? Why does she never get any screen time? Is it because she's boring? Because
I think my like one strong political opinion that I have cemented, because this is another UK politician name. Caroline Lucas is like the local governor, or however you'd say it in America, for like Brighton and like maybe Worthing, like our kind of corner, right?
MP, which means that she.
I want her to be the Prime Minister so badly.
Moth
is asking what a Tory is. A Tory is a Conservative.
Yes. Moth, thank you very much for the $5. You don't have to pay for questions.
No.
Yes. So you have, if you imagine the political spectrum, in the middle you've got centrism, which I think is a very big sort of political philosophy in the United States, and then to the right wing is conservative, right? So you have conservative with the small c, that's like the adjective. And then in the UK, you have the Conservative Party with a capital C. That is the noun.
I think the simple comparison is like the Tories are like, you know, the Trump fans, but make them like posh and incredibly annoying.
So the Conservatives are your Republicans, if you will.
Yeah, that's the name of the party.
Though I hesitate to draw the comparison because like, American conservatism is a vastly different breed. It is a monster that I would not want to touch. Right? Like, at least the better the devil you know, right? Like, American conservatism has these fucking crazy branches of, like, super fundamentalist religion and neoliberalism and, like, guns that doesn't really happen here, thankfully. But Tory is a... I actually don't know where Tory comes from, but it used to be an insult, right? Certainly the Tories don't refer to themselves as the Tories, I don't think. But Tory...
They're not that self-aware.
Yeah, it is a...
They would never.
It is
generally think they're...
member of the Conservative Party, yeah.
They generally think they're loved.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they are loved by stupid people.
Well, here's the thing, right? So, like, I talked to somebody who is a tax consultant, and in the past they have voted Conservative. They're a swing voter, right? And their answer was like, I tend to vote the way that best impacts my business, right? I look at their manifestos and I see, you know, whose manifesto is going to help my business the most, right? And that's how they would vote, which they are perfectly entitled to do. My problem with that is that by voting to Tory to enable your business, you're allowing people who are voting, you are joining people who are voting Tory to take away LGBTQ rights.
Yeah.
You're voting Tory with people who vote Tory to dismantle the National Health Service. You know, you're voting Tory to vote Tory with people who like have to be bullied by a footballer on Twitter in order to feed children.
Yeah.
There's another take on it that, like, there's just like one that I've seen before.
Oh, your toaster ring.
Oh, no.
My toaster ring?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh no! Get me out of the toaster, please. No, that's Wi-Fi. I don't know how to fix that. Do I sound okay?
Yeah.
Huzzah! But yeah, I was chatting to my mum because we have our own regular kind of like household fuck the government discussions, and one take that I've seen online of people who like vote for Tory or Conservative and then they regret it because like karma comes back around. But the explanation for, well, I voted for the crocodiles eating your face party, yes, but I didn't think they would ever eat my face.
Yeah.
Like, it's so stupid.
This is the thing that people don't understand. When they're done going for the gays and for the black people and for the Muslims, right, and the women, they're coming for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Priti Patel. You
and oftentimes
wanker.
it's there in their fucking like party manifesto or whatever. It says it, and they're like, "I'll vote for you anyway."
Oh. Sorry, guys, we're really going off on one, aren't we?
Yeah, it always happens. What can I say?
Mm-hmm. Hopefully, you're all getting a level of catharsis out of this that we are all getting as well.
Tories are termed for British during the Revolution. I mean, maybe.
Did not know that.
That's not how we use it.
Yeah.
I think Tory actually comes from...
Isn't it from Oxford and the other one, maybe? Or like, is it one of the schools?
I think it might be something that the Irish used to call us.
Oh, fun.
Oh, yeah, no. A colonist who supported the British side during the War of American Independence. Yeah, I mean, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
right?
That adds out. That checks out.
Yeah, that's not how we would use it here. It's specifically to be a member or supporter of the Conservative Party.
This is off topic from the all this, but Amy, I meant to ask, what program are you using right now? Is it Clip Studio?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Cool. I saw you doing the like shading brush with like the connect the dots, kind of like you draw a straight line kind of thing.
So helpful.
Yeah, I haven't seen that before. That's really cool.
You just hold shift.
Oh, nice.
And so you gotta give your pen an anchor. So like, I don't know, like you start here, then you hold shift, and then you just like going whatever direction you want to go in.
So
nice.
Tory is indeed from an Irish word, right? Because I don't know if you remember this, but we have a long and storied history of beating the Irish. with, you know, and when I say beating, I mean that literally, like, not like we're better than them, as in like oppression.
I mean, who have we not done that to?
Yeah, I mean, if you look into Britain's history, it's all just like we were a dick to this country and this country.
We just decided we owned everything.
Tory is from a Middle Irish word that I am not going to try and pronounce because I don't want to offend the Irish any more than I already have. That means outlaw or robber. Because they are thieves.
Oh, nice.
Because the
That's
Tories
accurate.
are
Yep.
thieves. Yep. Anyway, let's get back to the chat.
Friggin', I don't know if you've seen the. I think somebody in chat mentioned James Acaster on British Bake Off earlier, but like, have you seen his comedy specials? Because they are so good, and this whole conversation just kind of reminds me of them.
Who is that?
You know, James Acaster, he hosts Hypothetical. He's the kind of gangly one who got... Sorry, that sounds like a mean... I don't mean that in a mean way. That's just like, yeah, that's a word. But he's quite tall, and he had the whole thing where like a kid sent him lettuce in the post and he couldn't escape it.
What?
You haven't seen that about the lettuce?
No, I haven't. Honestly,
it's so good.
The only James Acaster material I have ever consumed is the time that he was on The Worst Idea of All Time, where Guy Montgomery and Tim Batt made him watch, I think, Sex and the City 2 with them, and then review it afterwards.
Oh, dude, Jenny, you would love James Acaster's specials, because like he is very much of a similar alignment to all of us, I would say. He's kind of got Bo Burnham energy, but make it like a very deadpan comedian.
Nice.
But like he has a whole bit about the British Museum, and he's like, I can't remember the quotes from it specifically, but he has a whole sort of section in that bit where he's like, yeah, and then the other countries came and said, hey, can we have our stuff back? And we said no. And
yeah.
we said no, finders keepers.
Alex,
and
did you know
it's
that,
just hilarious.
One of the really big deals about Brexit was that part of the British Museum got really upset because like part of the deal was that we would have to give back the Elgin marbles to Greece.
Yeah.
Which we stole from Greece like maybe 1,000 years ago.
I hate it here.
But yeah, I would really recommend both Jenny and just everyone to check out like James Acaster's some of his specials. I think he has them on YouTube, like, or at least there are a couple of clips of them. You could search them up, but they are so fucking funny.
How did a tiny fuck-off island in the middle of a whole globe just become the biggest monster to ever exist in the whole of human history?
I would like to introduce you to the audacity of white men.
Oh! My god! Who invented men? I want a refund! I'm over
what are we
it.
saying? What was chat saying earlier? Compress the men.
Compress the men. Compress line men. Kimberly was asking if you guys wanted to bring guests onto Among Us to fill out the ginormous map, how would that work? I don't know. I was under the impression that if you wanted to do really big numbers, like say for example 50, that might be after something you had to mod. I'm not actually sure. And I don't know if we have that capability in-house. But Kimberly, we've got you on Instagram. I'll just hit you up when we're sort of thinking about recording that.
Yeah.
As for the rest of you, I don't know. It is something I would like to do, I think.
I want to get murdered by Kimberly.
Maybe there's something on stream.
That'd be fun.
For all the trips Britain took to India, y'all could never seem to bring this spice back with you now, could you?
Fuck.
It's ridiculous. It's like
Fuck.
all that.
Fuck.
All of that for spice, and then they said, we're not going to...
There is a theory that the reason that like spiced cooking is not very prevalent within the working classes in Britain is because when like the Silk Road started making those things slightly more accessible, that like the more people that could have them, the less fashionable they were. So then like for example, French cuisine, which was like the stylish thing at the time, turned over to stuff that took an incredibly long time to make. So like, for example, you can have a very flavorful thing, but it'll take you like 16 hours of like making and then cooking in order to produce it, which you can't do unless you have a chef.
I think we've chatted about this before, but like back in like year 8 of secondary school, like me and a couple, like a group did a project for like the Brighton Museum about Brighton Pavilion, and like there's a whole section of Brighton Pavilion which is just like the kitchens, and they tell you about the fucking insane food that they were eating back in like the Edwardian kind of period. And they did it like the Roman style, where like they would just make an exorbitant amount of food, throw it up, and then have more.
Yeah.
And it's just wild looking back at like the kind of culinary shit that went down back in those times.
Everlasting Race says that they have never played Among Us and they feel like they're too old for it, despite not being that old. I feel like, Ray, if your first experience with Among Us is going to happen, it has to happen with us. Let's see.
I think I'm done.
Hey, that's looking great, dude.
For a bit,
I can't see it. Let me refresh the thing so I can have a look at it.
Sorry.
Why are you screaming?
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I'm yawning.
I thought this earlier, Amy, when we were in the meeting, but your yawns are so intense.
I'm sorry.
They're so good, dude. It's like a battle cry, and I always forget that's just how you yawn.
I don't know why, but I'll like hit a certain point in the day where I'll just be like tidal waved with tiredness. And like my brain is just like, we're done. This is it, we're done. We're not doing any more. And then I will just endlessly yawn.
Do you think maybe you need to get like one of those food tests things?
What does that mean?
Like you take a test to see what stuff you're not allergic to but like intolerant to, and then you cut it out and then you'll have loads of energy.
I mean, we know what Amy's intolerant to, but she... But dairy is not her friend, and yet she continues...
A big game of Among Us where everybody joins us.
Yeah,
I don't really know how we would do that, but we'll work it out, and then, you know, we'll let you know, obviously.
Well, I think stream died.
Oh, no.
Nope, we're fine.
No, we're good.
There we are. Hello?
Did you want to do something else, or do you just want to sit here? I mean, I'm good to... obviously, I have not been doing anything, so I'm good to have this just be on the stream, but if you want to open something else to draw, then you
Alex,
can.
Does it look okay? Can you see?
I've got pixels currently, but I think chat's waking up again on my screen, so it's cool. They might be on the video on demand if anybody's watching this back. There might have been a wee bloop there, but Solana is saying Borbo tampered with the stream.
Our fucking internet will just like myself, it will just like get to a point like I need a nap.
Wi-Fi just had a big Amy yawn, and that was the result.
It battle cried.
You want to see Amy's interpretation of the Buvakine?
The Buvakine?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The Buvakine?
Yeah.
Do you want to draw her?
I can do. Oh, I could do some doodle requests.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.
Doodle requests?
Yeah, let's do doodle requests until 8. That's a big commitment. Nah, that's fine. I'll get into it, I think.
Yeah, no, we can do that. I've got enough.
We can do that. She speaks for me.
I've got enough rage to carry us through.
Oh, I'm a tired lady.
Do you want me to get tea or something?
I don't know why I'm tired.
It's because the big dog woke us up this morning. I say woke us up, I was still awake. Woo!
Right, let me just...
It was never another yawn, was it?
Yeah, it really was. Let me just put Hashaan away.
Oh, Jazzy TP, we were actually thinking of putting our, like, both our wizard and our High Hopes versions of our Among Us characters up onto Redbubble if you want them as stickers.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That was directly into the mic.
Where's Boo? Is she asleep on your bed?
I don't know, probably.
She's not with Metal Husband because Metal Husband's not here.
I will be right back. I'm just going to go get a drink.
Okay.
I need to shock my system into being alive again. Alive.
She's 100% going to come back with a pint of coffee, isn't she?
Oh man, so many good requests already.
I can't wait.
Rocking a ball down. Bless you, question mark. Yeah, no, she's just screaming, it's fine. So, Alex, my boy.
Jenny.
My precious bread.
Hello.
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 How
are you doing?
What have you been doing? Have you been doing anything whilst you've been chatting, or you just?
I've just sort of been hanging out. I've been looking at the chat. I will admit this may have been I may have hopped on call because my brain was like, let's procrastinate, and now it's been 90 minutes from the thing I was gonna do.
Yeah, big
but
mood.
it's fine. I've been having a nice time. I think I equivalently needed to decompress a bit because I did use up a couple of social points earlier when I had a window person here to fix our kitchen window that's been broken and hanging open for about 2 months.
It's the lady. We're going to bring the lady. No? Okay.
It's so big at the moment.
Yeah.
What if she changes in size?
Sure. Chimberly says, Alex, I gotta say that I am just in awe of the amount of work that you put out. Oh,
what?
Oh my god, Brent. I literally don't know how you fucking do it.
Yeah.
Really? I always feel like I'm not doing enough.
Oh my
all
god.
the time, ever.
Alex, I'll work on like one drawing for a whole week. Like,
I
really
feel like I want you to move in with us so I can sort of regulate how much work you're doing.
Okay.
No,
right.
I literally never feel like I'm doing it. Like that's thank you, Kimberly. That's really oh no, I'm having emotions now.
Maybe we'll have some boobies later, but she's just having her dins, and you can't take a lady away from her food. That's just cruel.
Right. What am I drawing?
Well, you can. Kimberly suggested the Buvakine.
Okay.
And then somebody up here. I'm scrolling back. Spiraling Spoolie said Rook in a ball gown, which I think is pretty good. Can you draw Alex as a baguette?
I won't be bread. I won't be a baguette. I won't be a little loaf.
Alex, we should totally do one of these streams with you, my dude. Like,
I want to so bad. Like, that's another thing on the I don't feel like I do enough kind of topic. But I want to do some streams on this channel so bad with all of you. That
hell yeah.
Never have the energy. It's nice to be in here in the call with all y'all today. It's so nice.
There's just not enough time in the day, is there?
Never. There's never enough time in the day.
Y'all might be shocked at this, but I've recently, I finally started getting into Critical Role. I've always, kind of, kept up with them in the sense that, I follow all of the players and I see what they're up to individually, but I don't really ever watch Critical Role as a whole. And fuck me, they are funny.
Yeah, they are.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
yeah.
The narwhale says $5 gives us $5 to say first time I've donated to y'all, but I enjoy your streams and videos immensely. Also, Loaf Alex is yes.
Oh,
thanks, Narwhale. That's so nice of you. That's so nice of you. I honestly, when people say that they enjoy our stuff, I get some battery power back.
Makes it all worth doing.
Literally.
Yeah, you're really where are you in Critical Role at the moment? Are you starting again?
I'm
are you watching campaign 2 or are you going from midway through?
So I'm watching don't get mad at the way I watch things. It's
it's too late for that. Go.
It's just how I do things. Anyway, I'm watching the last 2 final episodes of campaign 1 because I know the premise of the whole thing anyway from Liam and Jenny, and I am starting from episode 35 of campaign 2 where
there's some spoiler things happen, I think, in that episode.
It's where they are just about to meet up with Avantika, I think.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, I forgot all about all of that boat shit. It's like a third of the game. Okay, yeah. All right then.
I have no idea what's happening with Bouvakin right now, but we get.
Happy little chest. Look at it go.
Those are potato collecting arms. That's what those are. Oh man.
I'm gonna draw.
Ray wanted to know what the story behind Alex being called Bread Boy is. His nickname is Bread.
Mm-hmm.
For reasons.
Yeah. What?
Oh, I think because
I couldn't
you
say.
couldn't say Brennan Dent.
Yeah, I couldn't say
Bread-
Alex's last
Bredman.
name. Because I really struggle with words through lack of education.
That like blasted me back to, cause, like, I realize a lot of our kind of inside jokes just come from us wildly mispronouncing things. So I got blasted back to when me and Amy were walking next to each other on the way to D&D, and we saw an ambulance, and we were like, "Somebody called a wham bam bam ba-dums," and we cried on the, like, going down the street.
I'm not skipping Molly. I know what happens to Molly. I know who Molly is. Of course I know who Molly is. He's attractive as hell.
I think they're just angry that you're not gonna watch the circus, but like, I mean, it's not like he's not gonna be in the story, is it?
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, wait. No, you do. If you start with Avantika, then yeah, I think you have actually entirely skipped him.
Yeah. Well, I know what happens to him.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah,
Well,
you because you've been like
he
sitting
was not in it
on
that
the
long.
porch while the campaign has been happening in the garden in front of you.
Oh, but that episode is the one with the episodes with Ashley Birch in them are really good. She's great. The
She
live
plays Keg.
episodes, yeah, the live episodes are banging. Like, they actually make me want to play D&D live on stage. I think we actually did that 5 minutes before we went out there. I'd be throwing up from nerves, but like the energy is so wild. The
It's
search for
electric,
grog
dude.
one shot, like, actually makes me want to,
sorry,
like,
I
rip
only
my
just
clothes off
noticed
when
I
I'm
looked
watching
back at the
it. It's so
drawing of
good.
Bouvakin and I fully thought she had a hedgehog mohawk.
I'm gonna have to make this full screen for a second. Wow, I love it.
I will enlarge her in a sec. Hang on.
I love it. Well, remember, I have to make it full screen because I've got a little tiny viewer. She's tiny in the tiny viewer. Man, a lot of Molly fans in the chat.
As there should be.
Yeah, I mean, sure, if that's your flavour. It's not mine.
Oh, is he not?
No, not into that at all.
In what way? Like
What
what about
extra
him?
panel?
I don't know. I feel like I have met people like him in real life and been like,
You know what? That's fair. That's valid.
Yeah.
That's valid.
Caduceus, way more my speed.
See, bringing it back. Excellent.
Oh, I'm probably gonna get some savagery here.
Oh yeah, it's coming in.
Yeah.
It's
loading.
Suddenly the whole chat just starts rocketing past like and everybody's like, "What do you mean?"
The anti-Molly conspiracy.
But it's still pro Taliesin Jaffe, which is the key
Taliesin
thing
Jaffe.
because you're still pro Caduceus. So
I
it's
mean,
great.
Percy is the perfect character.
Oh my god! Percy is so sexy.
Like, there is nothing sexier than Percy killing things with that fucking gun, okay?
Oh
God,
my
yeah.
god!
Yeah, but Caduceus is genius. Like, characterization genius. But
His
also
fucking
just very
I
nice
don't
speed.
know whenabouts in the series it is, but like just his delivery of lines when he's just like, "It's bad, we're running," and that's
Yeah.
all he says.
Fucking there's this like one-liner that Ashley does where someone's like, "How are you smelling, Ash?" And she's like, "I smell like a crayon." Actually destroyed my soul.
The fucking running joke that you're gonna experience of Yasha thinking that her and not have some kind of telekinesis communication thing, like, it's so good. It's so funny. It never isn't funny.
Oh my god, like Not and Jester are so good.
Help! It's again another bag. It's so good.
I love them. And like Marisha is just 10 out of 10, isn't she?
Oh
my
god,
god.
Marisha is such a boss bitch. She's got the same energy as Ray does, right? Like, fucking owning it and like her own boss and like on top of everything. Badass characters. Hell yeah.
Oh, I know what I need to do.
Amazing.
Again, it was one of the guest characters, but was it Splot? The
fucking Chris Perkins' little kobold.
Scrat or somebody.
And he died
instantly. Yeah, so good.
He just walks away from the table like, well, bye guys, I gotta go now.
I love Chris Perkins. He is great. Like he's one of the writers on D&D. Like he's one of the people who started Dungeons and Dragons, well, Wizards of the Coast.
Amazing.
So many good characters.
Like Helpits again.
And you know another D&D podcast thing, mostly because it keeps coming up on my TikTok. Also, Everlasting Ray, your profile picture reminded me. I don't know if Dimension 20 is all of the shows, if that's just the name of the team who does it, but like the one that Brennan Lee Mulligan runs, I really need to start watching that because it looks so funny.
Yeah, I've been meaning to look into that actually because again, the reels, man, they're such good advertising. We need to make some more.
Yeah, dude. There's a fucking there's one clip that I keep seeing of like and again I haven't watched the series so I don't know the name, but apparently there's this like NPC who has been in the they've encountered like a whole bunch, but then they actually see him in combat, and then one of the players is like, oh wait, is that guy black? And he's like, yeah, and he's like, oh fuck yeah, and it's like such a great moment because none of them realized, because they'd only seen him in like Theater of the Mind up until that point, and like the player is so fucking hyped about it, and it's such a nice little clip that keeps popping up.
Here's the Buvakeen.
Oh, outstanding.
Hang on a minute, I need to scroll the stream forward.
Fucking the little red fucking panel.
Those are her potato eyes. Angus!
I fucking love it. It's so good. Whoa, Angus!
Whoa, Angus! Hey,
back on the boat. It's a ferry, and it's my job. We have boat context.
Oh my goodness!
That's amazing. Angus says it is a boatman. A boat boy.
And you watch our stuff.
Amazing. Wow, Katie would be so jealous.
Yeah.
She loves transportation.
She really does. She's a slut for boats.
That's the boatman. Thanks, boat boy. Do you want boatman or boat boy? What's your... I guess you self-refer as boat boy.
Angus, we can just call you Captain, if you'd rather.
Captain!
Okay, next request, please.
Rook in a thing.
Okay, so
maybe
the theme of like when I draw, like this without any prep, the arms T-pose. So that is the theme of my art.
That's fine. I don't have a problem.
Now that you mention it, that is running theme. Flashbacks to Dorito Rook.
Yep.
Yeah, Everlasting May makes a really good point. Angus, Captain Boatman, Boat Boy. Captain Angus Boat Boy. If we have more questions,
Angus Boat Boy.
Where in Canada is there a ferry?
Canada.
Where is there a ferry in Canada? Is it not like?
Well, there's over on.
Ray says Niagara, maybe, which
maybe on the bit
cool.
That's like this. I'm sorry.
The bit that's
the furthest away from us, the other side near Seattle.
The West Coast.
That one.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
There's like loads of different islands and shit on that side.
Mm-hmm.
That could be a place where you are, but then again, Canada's fucking massive.
Yeah, Canada is
so
massive.
What the fuck do I know? We just have paddle boats in ponds.
Oh, that's not true. We have ferries here. There's one to Dover. There's or to Calais, rather. There's one, as Katie will correctly inform me, there's plenty that go to the Isle of Wight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's an incredibly fucking slow ferry that goes to Guernsey. Vancouver Island, is that what you meant?
I guess.
I also don't know.
We won't know.
I don't know Canadian geography well enough to...
Don't
Amy, is this Rook?
Yeah, give it a minute.
Ray says, I thought Amy was drawing side boob for a sec.
I mean... I wouldn't say no to it.
There is a place called the Thousand Islands where there are ferries for many, not where I live. Okay, cool.
My sister travelled to an island called Tofino. I think it's an island. I'm pretty sure it is. And it's like on the west coast.
Moth is going. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Moth.
Goodbye, Moth.
Hello.
Thank you for coming by. Thank you for all the fucking money. Jesus.
Oh my God.
Also good to
Jesus,
see.
generous as ever.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
Wow. Captain Angus Boatboy.
What did I do? I don't want
Feels like a Steven Universe character.
It does.
Just
Or a Adventure Zone.
a bunch of rocks. Oh yeah, or an Adventure Zone. Are you listening to... We're going to go back to D&D podcasts quickly.
Oh yeah?
Dragon Friends, which I will always recommend.
Oh, yes, I need to pick that back up. As per usual, I started it and then forgot. And now I don't know where it was.
Today's... well, I say today, the current bit about Baston, my favourite character, is that he is secretly a virgin. Except he's now just sort of introducing himself and being like, can you tell about me that I've not had sexual relations with anyone?
Oh my god, so slight spoiler for our D&D game that we played. Katie said the words sexual intercourse and it made me want to pass away.
Oh, is that the little fuzzy baby?
It is the fuzzy baby.
That is cat.
Oh, it's the fuzzy baby. She's here.
I'm giving Rook that premium waist.
He is cinched. His fucking expression, dude, it's everything.
Hello to the people and then put you down again. So much belly.
She's so angry. Look at that face. She is ready to kill.
Please no, I'm wearing a short sleeve t-shirt, it will hurt. Say hello. Come on.
Oh,
Gentle
I need to
jiggling.
give the Bouvaquine the shape
She is in my arms. She's just not.
Amy, please don't do one of your yawns because I have the microphone turned up really high so I can hear Boo.
Your feet are very soft.
You should scritch the belly, that always makes her go.
I can't, I've got,
Madam?
Oh. Yeah, this week you've been very shouty, but now you're very quiet. I don't know if you heard that little tiny beep, but oh, she kicked the microphone. I'm gonna put you down now. You sure don't want to say hello?
Yeah, she's over it.
Yeah, no, she's done.
Aww.
Okay. Well, we tried. How much you want to bet that she's now gonna walk into the hallway and yowl?
Oh my god, so Rook is now done.
Okay.
I
can't again. I'm gonna have to catch the stream up so I can see. Oh, now you're screaming. I feel pretty. You sure do. Look at those noodle arms.
I love giving the shaking lines, like...
Yeah.
Oh, Alex Bread is the next one.
Oh, yeah.
How do I...
Oh,
What kind of loaf?
It was just referring to me in chat. I didn't realize that was a
Have
request.
Well, somebody said baguette.
I, never, I honestly never call you Alex anymore, really. I just say bread.
Yeah,
whenever
Alex
I'm...
actually feels a little bit too formal.
I'm sorry.
Literally, and you guys will call my mum, Mama Breadman.
Oh my god, she is Queen
as
Love.
well.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Okay, I am going to...
I hope you guys can hear this, the rumbling. Did you hear that?
I'm trying to stay quiet because I don't hear anything.
Okay, for the...
You won't be able to hear her, Alex.
Okay, cool.
You have to listen to this back, Alex. I'm sorry if this is a terrible microphone noise as well, but I have picked the microphone up and now I am crouched away from the table, chasing
Alex,
Boo.
I don't know what your hair looks like.
What?
Okay, that's enough of that.
I don't know how to draw short hair.
Oh.
Alex, you don't have your ears pierced, do you?
Alec?
I wish. I really want to get my ears pierced.
Oh, you still... Oh my god, I'll go with you.
What? Yeah.
I want to get my lip pierced.
Hell yeah.
I want to get my lip pierced, so I'll go with you.
Ooh, what kind?
I think it's called the Medusa. It's the one that's in your... in your Cupid's
At the
bow.
top?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be dope.
This?
It's
Yeah.
red.
I really want to get me ears pierced and get some cool like danglies.
Yeah. Oh, that would look so cute.
Yeah.
Medusa piercing. That's what I'm gonna Google.
Alex, I'm so sorry.
Why is my hair on my butt?
Wait.
Oh no, that's the back of the face. Okay, wow. This is more of a nightmare than I expected.
Why is my hair on my butt? Oh no, it's much worse.
It's your face. I'm not
Why
saying you
does this
have a
make me
long
think
face,
of-
Alex. You have a, pretty average face.
You have a normal human face,
Yes.
Thanks.
A very handsome face. Blame our audience. This is what they wanted.
It's buffering a little bit, so you guys might have a wee bloop in chat.
Ray says you should get Demon Slayer character earrings, Alex. I don't know what that means, but I assume we will.
Ooh.
Bread?
Oh no, I can hear you. I was the narwhal in chat is saying the bread Alex was too powerful because the stream was loading.
Yeah, what should we what should Amy do next?
Yep, who should I draw next? Hopefully something that doesn't insult my friends.
Only things that insult Amy's friends.
There's that good boy.
There's that good boy. I must say I do enjoy the happy little face on this guy. I feel like that's quite nice.
What are Demon Slayer earrings? I know Demon Slayer is
Oh,
an anime.
Should I Google it?
the main character has like a set of earrings. I think maybe some of the other characters have earrings as well. I can't remember. Maybe they do.
Earrings.
But there are definitely plenty of like anime earrings that I would enjoy.
that's
I think
quite
Zoro
nice.
from One Piece would be neat.
They're like this
Oh, cool.
kind of
Those are
like
pretty neat.
stylized on the sun. I want. I think it's just they're just clip-ons because there are so many of them. But if you guys ever watch Deep Space Nine or any Star Trek, actually, the Bajorans have this like piece of cultural jewelry that they wear. That's an earring that it's like a chain, so it's clipped at the top of their ear and then at the bottom. And then from the chain you hang different things, like mean different things, like depending on like your family, for example.
Right.
So if you get married, then you swap like beads to go on your chain.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, and they're so pretty. Chicken with arms, maybe?
Sorry, I've got a...
You got a thing? Cool.
Chicken with arms. Way ahead of you. I like that you immediately zeroed in on like a thing to do.
Jazzy TP says the bread's mother is yeast. She rose the bread. She's the baby.
She'll be happy to hear it, Jazzy TP. I'll go tell her that the live stream chat of 50 people thinks that she is
a microbe. The microbe mother. Wizards, says Chimberly. I make jewelry, example pics on Instagram. So if anybody would like some, I'd be happy to make you some gifts. Oh, Kimberly.
Kimberly.
I can't ask you to do that for us. You
are too kind to us already, Kimberly.
do
Oh my goodness.
A crazy amount of stuff. What are you? Oh.
Shown an anime that I ever got into, and you have immaculate taste.
Archer is Kimberly, right?
I've literally been listening to the theme songs for Hitman Reborn this week while I'm...
I think he's toastering. Bye. Oh. That's us. That's
Yeah.
an us problem.
What thing are you on?
The normal. I think it's completely died.
Believe it or not, might actually be worth going to the extension.
No, hang on. Hello? Bread?
I'm still here, yeah.
Oh.
Paying attention to the chat and I didn't realise you were talking to me.
There we go.
And we're back. There we go.
Nice.
Mostly, lasting ray. You have good taste, like reborn, and that's all
He's
I was
back,
going to
he
say.
says. Sounding like a toaster.
No! I don't want to be toast.
But Alex, you are bread.
I want to be bread that's heard, okay?
Oh my goodness. I mean, we're almost at 2 hours, so might call it soon.
Yeah, you finished this
If we can get 9 more minutes in.
artwork.
Wi-Fi's been so wobbly, everybody. Bulbo be upon thee.
Bulbo. Bamsy.
Bulbo Bamsy, Bulbo, Bulbo, Bulbo. That's really hard to say.
Bulbo Bamsy, Bulbo Bamsy.
The belt.
Tongue twister.
Oh. Excellent connection.
The
apparently.
AB in bread, and that is his true dream.
Gonna make this mouth bigger.
Drawings are too powerful for the Wi-Fi.
They are.
Have you ever heard of the phrase colder than a witch's tits?
I have.
I have.
Oh, Wi-Fi, be better.
It really is the most powerful Bobo. He has got a wide stance.
It is indeed a power stance. Look at that.
Teeth all the way to his eyes.
More cheese.
Amy, ham or cheese?
Definitely cheese.
Oh yeah.
Because, like, every time so, meat is an issue. Even though I eat it because I like it, but it's an issue because I have intrusive thoughts. So, I'll be eating, I don't know, something that has meat in it. I can't eat mincemeat anymore because my brain will tell me it's worms. And then I feel sick and I can't eat it. And the other day, my intrusive brain told me that the chicken I was eating was very much still alive. And therefore
that sucks, dude.
could not finish my meal. I was like, why?
Everlasting Ray saying today's donations will go into getting the wizards better Wi-Fi.
We literally cannot get any better Wi-Fi.
Yeah, believe it or not, we have the best in our area. Like, we skimp on everything else, but the Wi-Fi is something that you pay through the nose for.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that's my doable requests finished.
Okay, well, we're 5
Guys,
to 8.
wait, we never described the executive today.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I did not expect us to have an executive producer lounge
Yeah,
today.
I didn't think
Yeah,
the
it
stream
was not
gonna
ready to
for as
go.
long as it did. This was a very successful stream today, everybody.
Yeah, thank you very much for
Yeah,
joining
thank you
us.
so much.
Brett, did you want to describe the executive producer lounge today?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, I don't think I've ever done that before. The executive producer lounge today looks like it's a lovely local bakery with many loaves. And your server unfortunately looks like the bread man as depicted on this canvas. But it's very chill, very nice indeed,
You
Solana
walk
say,
in
and
like,
it smells good.
You walk in, you only see him from the back. You only see the back of his head. He swings around,
There's
and he's
so
2
much.
inches from your face.
Yeah, like his face extends over the counter.
Yeah.
He's like, hello.
Hello.
But asks
Would you
to
like
speak
some
up
bread?
because his ears are too far away.
Yeah, it's like everything else is so lovely that it's really unsettling, right? Like everybody else doesn't notice that his face is like, you know, a foot away from the rest of his body.
This is my favourite creation for today.
Oh,
I
man.
might turn her into a sticker.
Oh, what's this? The Boobakin?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we'll post all of these to...
Ray in the chat saying he's swiping across the table with his...
Yeah, can you imagine? Like, your depth perception must be like really fucking weird. You just be smacking your face into things all the time.
God.
Okay. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. Make sure you're hanging around tomorrow evening, British summertime, because tomorrow we release the trailer for High Hopes of the Rolls Chapter 3, and we're really excited for you guys to see it. And then on Friday, we got an episode of Art vs. Art with the amazingly funny Ink.
_Ink.
And then on Saturday, Matt and Beth pick up the streaming mantle, and they are going to do something as decided by you good people.
Yeah, Beth will be releasing a poll for you guys to tell her what you want to see. So
the poll will be probably on YouTube Community and Instagram, or one or the other.
It'll be somewhere. We'll direct you in the right place.
Yep. And then, sort of after tomorrow, we'll be in the countdown to Chapter 3.
Yeah.
High Hopes of the Rolls. And we're super excited to share that with you. And we've got a bunch of cool stuff coming up, and then
there's a lot happening.
Yeah,
the grind never stops. We're going to be very, very busy this week coming.
We are very, very excited, and I cannot wait for you guys to see all the hard work we've been doing.
Kimberly, I have good news. We have premiere
on the brain.
So
trying to figure that out this week. That's part of the old to-do list.
We'll let you guys know what the deal is, but expect us to be around, this.
We will certainly be loitering.
So we're looking to hang out with you, basically. When it comes to launching the episode, we are here to hang out with you and have a good time and celebrate and stuff. So thanks for joining us.
I had a good time.
So nice.
We'll probably see you on Saturday.
Hell yeah! Thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Yeah,
we've had a really lovely time.
See ya
Bye.
next time.
Bye.
Bye.